belongs to Wade County. Yeah, buddy, last night, if you saw that little buzzer beater, what he did in the fourth quarter, 27 points in total. I think Dwayne Wade is the it factor in Miami. He brings a lot of style. Yes, Miami has been reeling recently, and he has missed a lot of shots, and he's sort of coming back into his own. But I still think Dwayne Wade is the only reason why Miami is relevant right now. Think about it. If you put Dwayne Wade in the mix of those solid players, you could be really good players. And I think even at this age, at 36, Dwayne Wade really elevates the Miami Heat as a team because he has the shooting, experience, and he's a smart IQ player. Now, he didn't work in Cleveland, obviously. For obvious reason, LeBron needs the ball a lot. He was coming off the bench. I don't think the role didn't really suit him in Cleveland. I feel like they sort of limited him in Cleveland, didn't let him do much. Obviously, with Jimmy Butler and Rajon Rondo, he had a really good year in Chicago and really knocked off the Boston Celtics last year. And this year, they sort of shipped him off because they realized he was a locker room problem. And Jimmy Butler and Rajon Rondo were gone. So they were like, all right, let's get younger. So they got rid of Dwayne Wade, and the Cleveland Cavaliers went out and signed him, and this year he's just been garbage on the Cavs, and maybe it's just he's back in Miami, and Miami's more of his town anyway. So I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to talk to him. He's comfortable with the system. He's been playing really Miami is where he started his career. So I feel like he's playing a little inspired as well. He's more motivated. He wants to show Pat Riley, hey, I can still got it. I can still play well. He was obviously really good with Miami that one year when they made the playoff run. Pushed Toronto to 7 games that year. They did lose in the conference semis to Lowry and DeRozan. Lowry and DeRozan were really good that year, even though both of their series went 7 games. Though that year, Dwayne Wade, he got a solid team that year. Well, Dame, obviously now on the Lakers, eating crap. Chris Bosh wasn't there. Obviously, Whiteside was pretty good. They had a pretty solid team. Now, obviously, they still have Whiteside, but obviously Dwayne Wade has gotten older. But I just think the Miami Heat needed someone like a contributor. They needed someone who was they needed that superstar guy to help them sort of just gain some grounding. Because I felt though, even though they were winning games, they were playing well, with Goran Dragic and James Johnson, and they were just shuffling lineups and being completely inconsistent with everything. And I think Dwayne Wade is a guy who brings the balance. He really gets to Miami. He's all right, this is a task we need to do. And that's like I said, that comes with experience because Dwayne Wade is very, he's very high intellect guy. So he knows what to do to win. He knows what to do to lose. And he's at that point in his career where he's won 3 championships, and now he's starting to play for the young guys. So he's going to pave the way more for Dragic and Whiteside, but he's going to get his own. Like last night, if you heard, he is dedicating the rest of his entire season to Joaquin Oliver, who was sadly a victim of a shooting recently, and he got buried with the Dwayne Wade jersey, that's sad, man. That's really sad, and obviously it's sad, So Dwayne Wade is honoring this season for him, which is really nice because it's you see a superstar doing stuff like this. You know what I mean? It's not just and everyone's people at the end of the day. So it is what it is. But it's pretty cool. But yeah, I just think Dwayne Wade is a class guy. He went back to Miami, and I think he's gonna fuel this team in the playoffs. Come playoff time, I think you got to watch out for Miami with Dwayne Wade. Ooh, see, I just feel like Dwayne Wade is that player, dude. He can just fill it up in the basket, and I think that's the thing you'll have to like about shooters. The thing you have to like about shooters in basketball, they can always get hot, and they can always play well at any age. As long as their shot is falling and their game is still somewhat solid, they're a really, really good player for a really long time. I think Dwayne Wade can go for another 2 or 3 years, but I just think Wade County is his right now. I think he's going to really, really play well with this Miami team going forward. And I think right now he is actually boosting them a lot more than their value actually is right now. Because their value right now I feel like is low. Because obviously they have Dragic and Whiteside. They got solid players, solid all-star players. But it's I feel like there's something. I felt like there was something missing with the Miami team. And I feel like when they got Dwayne Wade, they may have gotten it. I feel like Miami found a missing piece. And I feel like obviously him and Pat Riley had friction. But obviously they worked it out because they said Pat Riley went to a close one to Dwayne Wade. So obviously, Dwayne Wade was touched by that. And he was like, oh, hey, Pat Riley still kind of cares about me. It's all business, man. So I like that Dwyane Wade is sort of like realizing with age, like it's a business. He knows his role. He's doing better, and obviously I've heard reports that he was like the head of the Kevin Love heading in the locker room, and I also heard the other news that he was a problem in the Chicago Bulls locker room, which I don't believe because I think he's such a great player that at his maturity, he knows that he's not going to screw up. Like, I just feel like Dwyane Wade, people just think of Dwyane Wade as like this guy who's just like, he's just like, I don't know why people think of Dwyane Wade like this, but people are like, oh, Dwyane Wade's a locker room problem. Dwyane Wade is one of the best players, best shooting guards of the generation, and he's still proving it today. Even today, I think he's their best. But I think Wade County is Miami's. Wade County. I think Miami is Wade County right now, to be honest, in terms of basketball. South Beach, it's lit. He's getting his points. He's playing well. I think he has a huge addition to this Miami team. He's bringing so much style, so much culture, so much tradition. He's making Miami basketball stylish again. He's helping them win games like last night, and he's just doing it in his own way. And Miami's gonna be good in the playoffs. So look out for the Miami Heat. Congrats to Dwyane Wade. He's still playing very, very high level at 36. So we'll see what happens from here. I think he has like good 2 to 3 years. I think he's going to elevate Miami this year in the NBA playoffs. Watch out for Dwyane Wade. If you're an 8 seed, and he's going to come for Boston this year. If Boston's that 1 seed, he is going to come for Boston, and he's not going to let go until he wins.